Hey, and welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. I'm a guy who talks a bunch of bullshit. So I recently, I think what was it, a couple of days ago? It doesn't matter. It was a couple of days ago. I was in my room. I think I was in my room. Pretty sure I was in my room. I was standing up, and then I woke up, and I was like halfway. Yeah, I was like draped over. Yeah, I was draped over the chair. And I don't know how I got there, because the last thing I remember, I was standing up in the middle of the room, looking at the computer, and then I woke up half slumped over the chair, and my bottom half was on the floor. So apparently I had passed out. And I'm not a doctor, but I'm going to assume the reason why I passed out because I had only eaten twice in the past 20 days. And that's probably a factor. So, what happened was, I had watched one too many, YouTube videos about, someone thinks they know it all, talk about dieting and, how humans are, have evolved, our brains have evolved faster than our bodies. So, we know how to grow crops better, raise food better, all this, stuff that, gives us an excess of food, so we're actually eating too much because we're not, look at the average American. Don't have to really go any further than that. So anyway, I was like, I should probably try to eat the quote-unquote right way, and so I just saw one guest on Joe Rogan talking about how cavemen used to eat, and we're just like cavemen. So I'm like, I should probably eat once every 2 weeks. Yeah, that didn't work out. So I feel a lot better now because I decided to eat normal. But I wasn't hungry the whole time. I wasn't hungry, which is weird. Well, I'm just saying it's weird. I just wasn't hungry. But yeah. So but now, and I still haven't been hungry. I just eat now so I don't pass out. So I make sure I eat at least once a day. Well, I try anyway because I'm poor. I'm not really poor. I'm trying to fit in with the rest of you. Anyway, I actually have more questions. You probably know that, because that's why you're listening, because I give really dumb answers. So the first question I've been asked is, can you cry on cue? I have a little bit of acting ability. I've acted before. I've acted like I liked you. If you're listening, I probably don't like you. I'm just being fake with you. No, but can I cry on cue? Yes, I can cry on cue. If I'm trying to get laid, I can pretty much do anything. I remember, God, I can't say where I was because the person hears it, it's going to be a dead giveaway. But I was hanging out with this girl, and I was friends with her girlfriend, and the girlfriend liked me, and so I'm like. They're both white, so they gotta be sluts, right? So I was talking to my friend, and I don't believe in the friend zone, and so I was like, what can I do to just come off as a really sensitive guy? Because she had been complaining about men and how men are I don't want to get into it. I basically acted like the opposite of what she was bitching about, okay? And so I was like, emotion. Oh, I love my parents. Oh, drama. And then I started to cry, okay? And it was General Hospital crying. But whatever. She was a dumb hick. She couldn't tell the difference. And then, so she's like, oh, and comforting me. And I'm smiling. But I'm going, and so then she tells her friend he's such a nice guy, he's so sensitive. So anyway, my friend leaves, bang the chick that's there, and then when my friend comes back, I bang her. Anyway, do you collect anything? Yeah, I do collect stuff. As you can tell from the first show, I collect STDs. But do I collect anything? Yeah. But the thing is, I collect just to collect. So even though I collect stuff, I'm not that into it. Okay. Kind of like these two girls I was talking about. Okay, but do I collect? So for example, I actually collect Pokemon cards. Do I play? I mean, I know how, but do I play with anyone? No, I'm antisocial. Sitting across the table and having someone there and actually having to interact and play a card game with them is torture. So no, I don't actually play, but like I have a bunch of decks. I try to keep them current, or at least good in my opinion. So like I'll update some cards if a new card's made that's a little bit better. I'll buy those and replace them, but I don't actually use them. But I do the virtual one because like when you buy the cards, it comes with like a card in the pack, and you can it has this code, and you can go to like whatever the Pokemon website, and it'll give you like a virtual deck. So I play online, but so I do collect Pokemon cards. Magic the Gathering is something I used to play. Because once again, you need a person to do this. So I used to be social. So I used to, have a bunch of cards and play. But then as I became more antisocial, I don't actually use the cards. But every now and then I will buy a few just so I can just so I can see what they look like. And then like I look at what I have and I'm like, I haven't used any of this in years. And I'll throw it away. So even though I'm collecting, I'm not like hoarding. So yeah, I do collect. So in like video games, I love playing video games. I'm sure you've heard me talk about video games a lot, but I like this is what happens with me. Like I'll just buy, and like once I get up to like 30 video games, I'll like throw some away, give some away, and like there's like a core. Like I have like 14 I play, and I just stick to those 14, and like. Once I keep buying them and the number gets higher, I go, okay, what are like the 14 I just want? And so I do that. The next question. Describe a typical day in your crappy life, loser. Well, that's very nice. Must be someone from a troll group. Jeez. It's gotta either be an incel or an ugly girl. Because those are the two things I make fun of the most. God, ugly people. Anyway, describe a typical day in your crappy life, loser. Really? Let me just. I guess I'll start in the morning. I guess. Okay. Well, in the morning. First off, I don't sleep. I sleep roughly. Okay, I have insomnia. So it's not like I'm trying to stay awake. I have insomnia, but like I don't like fight it. So it's like I'm not one of those people who has insomnia. It's like, oh, I gotta sleep. No, my body naturally wants to be up to my stay up. So I'm up. I'm doing stuff. So anyway, so let's just say the day starts at 6 a.m. I have been up already. So like I'm up. I'm playing video games usually at 6 a.m. And I have probably been playing since midnight, roughly. Yeah, I pretty much play video games from midnight to almost 9 a.m. almost every day. But the thing is, it's not a straight 9 hours though. It's like the video game is on, and then like I like to play games that like have a long wait time between matches and stuff. So like sometimes it'll take 20 minutes between each game. So I'll get up and I'll lift weights, or I'll just look at some Korean pop videos, or I'll make outfits that I'm gonna wear the next day and then the day after that, or I'll that's pretty much all I do. And then I'll draw. I like to draw. I like to think. This is just during that that midnight to 9 a.m. And then after that, I usually do music stuff. That seems to be my routine, because I'll come to the guest house and I'll get my guitar. I'll get on the mic. I'll sing and play. And like I'm working on new songs. I used to write. I like to write songs about the same person, so like the set has the same kind of feel. So lately I've been writing songs about this one particular girl, and so I'm just like. I'm working on this one particular song. I'm just trying to memorize it. I've been doing that lately. And then after that, it's usually more video games. Then I'm watching a K-drama usually, and then some Korean music shows, and then YouTube watching that, and then I have my phone, so I'll be trolling people on Facebook usually, and then while that's going on, every couple hours I'll lift weights. That's because that's my hobby too. That's what I do. Okay, so I hope that answers your question about my loser life. Okay, who did you vote for? Okay, if someone asks who you vote for, I'm just assuming because they're they only know two people. I'm assuming they're only talking about the president. But like when someone says who you vote for, I'm thinking like my mayor. I'm thinking like about someone who's going to actually affect me. But okay, like I'm assuming this person means president. I sold my vote. Basically, like some people actually give a shit about this stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna vote. I'll just find someone who actually really, really cares, and I'll give them my ballot. But like, so they could do the, like they could like mail it in, but like they gotta, they give me money for it though. Come on, I don't give a shit. Like trust me, I'm not losing sleep because there's a wall on the California-Mexico border. I'm not losing sleep. I don't give a rat's ass, and I don't care that there's kids in cages. I mean, like, what? Like, I watch like Japanese porn. There's always a bitch in a cage. So what? Like, it's bad if there's in a cage? No. Wait, why did I admit that? Just anyway. Do you have any haters? Did you hear the previous question? But seriously, no. No one gives a rat's ass about me. Do you people watch? If so, where? I don't know if this is another attempt of someone trying to get me to admit to a crime. I mean, if you mean like looking through my neighbor's window, yes, I guess that's people watching. But I mean, I just call it research. A good place that people watch over here is this Third Street Promenade in Santa Monica. I love people watching there. You just sit by the dinosaurs, like just two huge ivy brontosauruses, and the plural of brontosaurus, is it brontosai or is it brontosauruses? I feel more intelligent saying brontosai, even though that sounds like, I don't know. Yeah, that sounds too millennial, and like I'm not pansexual, so fuck that. But anyway, I like to sit by the two like ivy dinosaurs and sit there because everyone's walking by. It's around where all the expensive shops are, so you get to see like a lot of women dressed nice, and you just get to judge people, pretend you're better than everyone. That's what I like to do. What? This question's for real? Would you date Amber Heard? That's a real question? Yeah. She hit me, I hit her back. And I'll hit her harder. I give a fuck. Bitch gonna learn. That sounded horrible. Listen, I would totally date Amber Heard. First of all, she looks just like my ex-girlfriend. My ex-girlfriend looked just like Amber Heard. But I'm talking to Amber Heard from Aquaman. Like, she had like the same hair color too. That ex-girlfriend looked just like that. She was just as crazy, and she hit me too. And you know what? She was good looking. I did not care. If you're good looking, you can get away with a lot of shit, okay? Especially if you're a woman. Oh my god, the shit women can get away with when they're good looking. Ooh. And the shit they can get away with when they're ugly too, because they got vaginas. Don't even get me started on what women can get away with. Oh my god. And then like, I'll talk for 30 fucking years about this shit. Anyway, I'm done with that topic. Yeah, but I would totally date Amber Heard, meaning I would have sex with her. What do you eat for breakfast? Okay. I don't eat breakfast. I'm not a breakfast guy. Like, obviously if I went like 20 days, I only eat twice. Food's not an issue for me. And no, it's not because I can't afford it. Just, it's a hassle. When I was in 6th grade, I was diagnosed with that attention disorder. So I have a really short attention span. So it's like, even like making the food is hard for me. Like sitting down for like I can't even sit down. It's like I just eat when like I'm like, wow, it's been like 3 days. I probably should eat, but. Just for, breakfast. So last night I ate like at, 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to count that as breakfast, okay? So I I made tacos. Yeah, I made tacos, okay? So I guess that counts as breakfast. Do you go to bars or clubs or just out in general? No. Okay, I don't know how many. I'm extremely antisocial. I can name all the people I like on one hand, and they know who they are because I talk to them all the time, and they all just happen to live in different states. But if those people lived here or I lived where they were, I would hang out with them all the time. It's just a weird situation where the people I actually do get along with just don't live here. So, unless there's some mass friggin' earthquake, and well, I'm not gonna name the states where they live because they're both girls, and one's a guy, but like, knowing them, they all have stalkers, so I'm not going to give away the states they live in. But if there's a massive earthquake and and we form Pangea again, yeah, I'd be hanging out with these people all the time. But sorry, and people in LA, no, I do not hang out with anyone. Don't want to hang out with anyone. Haven't met anyone. So no, I'm cool. I'm happy the way things are. But when I go to a bar or club, I mean, I have gone. I used to go to Jocks or Dailies in Culver City because I like the bartender Vicky there. And I've hit on her several times, and she just keeps dating ugly guys. And I'm like, dude, if you need, honey, you need glasses. Are you friends with your ex? No, I'm not. I'm not friends with any of my exes, and that's another reason why I have an imaginary girlfriend. Because it's like, there are girls that I could picture myself, being on top of. I mean, Frank, calm down. I mean, I can picture myself like, dating this person or that person, but I'm like, I'm not friends with any ex-girlfriend. So it's like you can't even date a girl you like because you're not gonna know her anymore. Because I'm perfect. I don't fuck up these relationships. No, I actually. Well, okay, I said that because I'm a different person when I'm high. And let's just be honest. Cocaine changes you. Yes, I have stolen from my girlfriend and pawned her her mom's earrings that she got for her birthday. But wait, I can't. Okay, she ain't gonna listen, so it's not like she's gonna turn this YouTube video over to the cops. So fuck it, I don't care. But I better stop talking. That's been the podcast. I'm out. Peace.